Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, September 11, 2023. Our goddess planet of attraction, love, and beauty is bringing a tickle to your heart once again. As Venus transits your solar house of communication and short-distance travel until October 8, you ascent LL. Notice life is more lively, fun, and sweet. This could affect you in a few different ways. First, whether single or attached, romance will blossom when you are out of town, whether that is in nearby destinations, on a road trip, or have taken a short flight to somewhere close to home. Next, your words will be even more mesmerizing than ever before. Seduce to your heart. Ascentes content. A change of heart never hurts. You might feel differently about your financial avenues and values when the domicile moon in Cancer sextiles both Uranus retrograde in Taurus and Jupiter retrograde in Taurus. Both sextiles may encourage you to go beyond your comfort zone to explore new avenues for abundance. However, this will begin at a mental level, since you will need to adjust your outlook to open your horizons to new opportunities to make money. Do not be afraid to explore new horizons to see what you can put your mind to. While the moon will spend its final hours in your income sector clashed with Pluto, in retrograde motion in your financial sector, this is not only a monthly event, but you will be going into this feeling empowered. Having already formed a friendly aspect to Saturn in your career sector since returning, a friendly aspect to dreamy Neptune there today is fueling your confidence and imagination, while at the same time sharpening your nose for money ahead of new developments on the job front next week. Being stuck in a rut can be a very frustrating experience, as everything you try to do to extricate yourself from the situation only seems to make it worse. If you are feeling stuck, remember to immediately lower your expectations of yourself. This doesn't mean forget working out or forget your daily intake of water. It means don't expect yourself to do everything right all the time. Cut yourself the slack you need in order to catch up to your positive attitude. You are going to meet someone interesting. Starting next week, you will get some news about this new relationship, and this will soothe your heart. Until then, you will be going through a gray period, most notably in your professional life, and there will be some friction in your life today. You aren't very flexible and are not very understanding, so tensions will be multiplying. The vibrations are speaking of this period as one in which you will be a little bit tormented, but this won't last long. In your sentimental life, be patient and everything will fall into place. It is just as Venus is spending her first weekend in direct motion in your communication sector that her alignment with the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, peaks, and the timing couldn't be better. Just having the planet of love and the queen of commitment, and especially commitment to your relationships, come together here was going to give you the resolve to make the most of a chance to give your heart and your relationships a voice. However, with Venus back in direct motion, this comes just as things are ready to move forward. What makes an alignment between Venus and the asteroid Juno that peaks in your communication sector today significant is the timing. Just having the planet of love and the queen of commitment, and especially commitment to your relationships, come together was going to give you the resolve to give your heart and your relationships a voice. But 6 days after Venus direct turn, this is a chance to capture a desire to move on. Our eyes in the sky. Jupiter finds itself in retrograde motion, a rare occurrence in your income sector, marking the first time in 12 years. But it isn't alone. Uranus also recently embarked on its retrograde journey in this sector, and this cosmic pause might linger for several weeks. This presents a unique opportunity for you to recalibrate and find your bearings as the focal point shifts. Simultaneously, Mercury is in the final throes of its retrograde motion in your work sector, adding depth to this cosmic interplay. As Mercury slows to a crawl during its last weekend in retrograde motion in your work sector, it beckons you to take a valuable pause. The spotlight now turns to the past, granting you a chance to revisit opportunities, embrace second chances, and explore untapped income potential. Although both Jupiter and Uranus are still in the early stages of their retrograde journeys in your income sector, it will be some time before they pick up speed and retrace ground they've already covered. However, keep an eye out for subtle signs of movement in the financial realm. This coincides with Mercury's languid pace, mirroring the slow progress of Jupiter and Uranus. Together, they hold the door open to the past, beckoning you to seize second chances and discover untapped potential, both in your income and job sectors. This juncture marks a moment of cosmic synchrony, where time seems to stand still, allowing you to reflect, reassess, and ultimately unlock the hidden opportunities that lie in both your financial and professional domains. Today, the Cancer moon aligns with Uranus in retrograde, setting off electrifying energies that reverberate through our earthly existence. Under this cosmic influence, we're granted the freedom to embrace our genuine selves and express our deepest emotions without the shackles of judgment. Our heartfelt words find their way into the world, unburdened by the fear of being misunderstood. It's a day when our emotions become an open book, and we can speak our truth with unwavering sincerity. In the realm of relationships, you might find yourself entangled in minor disagreements with your friends. It's essential to keep these differences in perspective. They are but minor squabbles that pose no real threat to the solidity of your friendships. Don't dwell on them excessively, but do take responsibility if you've uttered words you now regret. Demonstrating your remorse can pave the way for forgiveness, as those affected will appreciate your sincerity. At a time when the number of planets turning retrograde is increasing on a near-daily basis, including Jupiter, in his last full day in direct motion in your income sector before turning retrograde tomorrow, Venus is the one planet bucking that trend. After 6 weeks in retrograde motion in a playful and creative part of your chart, Venus turns direct today, just as planets are turning retrograde across the income, work, and career fronts. This is taking the urgency out of this professional year just as Venus wakes to put more focus on the playful and creative side of life's fence. While enticing investment opportunities may come knocking at your door, exercising patience is paramount. Hidden facts, potential pitfalls, or inconvenient surprises could lurk beneath the surface. Rushing into investments may lead to unforeseen consequences. Remember that patience is a virtue, especially when dealing with financial transactions. It's wiser to bide your time and gather all the necessary information before making any commitments. Your social life might encounter some turbulence as you feel slighted by friends and family or find yourself embroiled in arguments. Take a moment for introspection. Perhaps you're placing unrealistic expectations on your loved ones. Consider stepping back and addressing issues through open communication, rather than pushing for your own way at all times. A balanced approach to your relationships will help restore harmony and understanding.